Whether you're planning a relaxing anniversary trip or an activity-filled family reunion, cruising can bring new fun for all generations. So travel expert Eileen Ogintz joins me now to share her top cruising destination. And our audience doesn't know yet, but I know what you're going to be talking about. And I'm very upset that I have not been on one of these cruises. First of all, thank you, Eileen, for joining us again. But what makes, out of all the destinations, what really sets Alaska apart from the rest?
I love Alaska because it's this combination of amazing scenery and unique excursions and activities you can share with your family. Plus, it's an easier bucket list trip for a lot of people than getting to a lot of other places, for sure. You've got towering glaciers, the tallest peak in North America, amazing wildlife, more bears than people. Plus, you're going to have cultural immersion. You know, there's everything from gold rush history to Native American culture to just the quirky locals, for sure. So I think Alaska is a really, really good bet.
Yeah, I'm jealous. I have not been on, and I know so many people around me who've been on one, but or have been to Alaska, but specifically with the cruise line. So why is a cruise to Alaska the best way to travel, in your opinion?
Well, first of all, it's going to get you to places where there are no roads. That's the first thing. Secondly, it's on board. You've got everything you need, you know, fine dining, pizza at midnight, activities for everybody, kids programs. So that's a really good bet. And then there's plenty to do when you get, you know, both off and on the ship. For example, if you're on a Carnival ship, you have excursions, everything from seeing grizzlies to glacier trekking and visiting these quirky little towns. If you're on Princess, they have a wild Alaska seafood program with amazing local seafood every day and local spirits as well. Plus, if you go fishing, they'll cook up your catch for you. Cunard has Royal Canadian Geographical Society experts on board to answer your questions. And if you do an excursion like whales and wildlife, you'll see all kinds of wildlife, even bald eagles, you know, pretty incredible. And then Seabourn, which is the ultra-luxe small ship cruise line, they have experts on board that can answer questions even on archaeology and adventure excursions. Think being in a zodiac to watch a glacier calving. On Holland America, their most popular excursion is a Bering Sea crab tour, where you're on that iconic boat from the Deadliest Catch. And on board, kids can become junior rangers in Glacier Bay. So, you know, there's so much to do on board and on shore. It's a very seamless way. You won't see all of Alaska, but it's a good introduction for sure.
Yeah, and something completely different from what we're used to here in the South. And at the beginning, I mentioned, you know, this is a great multi-generational trip, right, or a vacation to take. So do you have advice for people who may be planning a multi-generational vacation?
Well, first, you should know there are still deals for this year. Holland America, for one, has a big anniversary sale going, and they also have some kids-free deals. I would say work with a travel advisor because you want to make sure you choose the right cruise line and the right ship for your family, you know, with age-appropriate activities for the kids and activities the adults like. And for some families, you know, if they're planning a big multi-generational group, they need a lot of time. So it's certainly not too late. I mean, not too early to plan for next year. That, you know, that's really key, to have enough time to scope everything out. And then you want to make sure that you're going to take advantage of everything once you're there. You know, there'll be so many things to do. You want to make sure everybody's happy.
Definitely. Well, thank you so much for inspiring us today. Where can we go for more information?
Go to my website, takingthekids.com. We just posted a blog with all the information you would need.
Great. Well, thank you again, Eileen. Great to see you. Happy sailing, everyone. And if you'd like to see this interview again, just head to our website at firstcoastliving.net.